Michael! Yay!
Hey, Lara.
What bloody time.
Yeah, I had a friend who told me to get off my ass and enough with the tutorials and start getting my feet wet in real coding.
Well, I'm glad you listened to that friend.
Yeah, sometimes you have to.
No.
I was afraid of getting my ass kicked.
Okay.
Everybody needs friends like that. All right, well, we're live now, so let's get rolling. I got a quorum here. So, let's see, Sam, why don't you, if it's okay, if you want to start, or if you want to take a minute.
Sure. Well, so it's been a bit of a crazy week with the time change that we had here in the UK. That's made everything an hour later. Is that right? Yes. And sort of we were talking about changing the times, but we haven't. So that they are where they are. I mean, the times for the scrums. I've just come out of a third meeting with the NHS folks. Laura and I were just talking to Brendan and working on the timeline. And gosh, what was the thing we were doing? Yeah, we were reviewing different wiki solutions for their system. So that project is kind of, it's all go. I'm like scrambling to get things done within their time frame. NHS is a massive bureaucracy in the UK. I mean, it's the government funded body that runs healthcare in the entire country. So yes, I've been the last 2 days. I've been like in central London in the NHS head office, working with folks and meeting folks, and got more. I'll be in there again on Friday, and we're having all of these phone calls with doctors, with funding commissioners, patient champions, and so on, to be trying to do this needs extraction. We're doing a design sprint to try and work out what kind of solution will work for all of the different stakeholders. Yeah, so basically under control, but I'm kind of behind on my everything else, including the email and the Slack and so on. I guess the two sort of blockers I've got at the moment are like local support. I've managed to do the local support kickoff on Monday and the Redeemify one yesterday. I kind of need we need a project manager for Redeemify. I'm overwhelmed. I can't get the stuff done. There are like little blocks to do with Heroku and CodeClimate and so on, and I'm sure I could, with an afternoon, I could get through them all. But I don't have an afternoon at the moment. Local support, we've got this issue with the cache files having checked in to get ignore. That I think I can cope with and get us back on track. I haven't made any progress on the website one stuff. Looking forward to being involved in the marketing meetings tomorrow. But yeah, so we've got mobs. We've got the Elixir mob coming up after this and the Ruby mob tomorrow, and I'm not going to London, and so hopefully they can all get back under control. That's my report.
All right, sounds good. Good luck with that NHS Wiki thing. That sounds great. Let's see, who was next up? Paul, do you want to go ahead?
Okay. Yeah, look, I'm just working on the application policy specs. New story that I've just started, so not much to report at this stage.
Okay, no blockers then, huh?
No.
Okay, great. Good stuff. Raphael, how about yourself?
Good, thanks. I've just been doing a little bit of work here and there on async voter. Every few days I do a few hours coding. And I think 3 days ago I implemented the no opinion button and issue number 19, and I submitted a pull request for that, and that's just sitting there at the moment, so I'm not sure what the intention is with that. And at the moment I'm working on allow users to cancel their vote, issue number 22, I think. And there's no blockers there. I'm just about to do a couple more hours work on that, and probably put in a pull request today for it once done.
Great, thank you. Sounds like good functionality for that tool. Laura, I think you might have been next.
Okay, great, thanks.
Yep.
So from our side, yesterday I pair programmed with yourself and Arun, just on a Git issue. Then this morning I was just trying to catch up on the Elixir course. and then been busy on client deliveries, and then I had a meeting now with Sam on the wiki project, which is quite interesting, just going through all the various wikis that are out there. And then this afternoon I have the mobbing session for Elixir. And the only block I have is a Git issue that I'm too scared to do because it seemed very simple after yesterday's pairing session, but I'm getting a whole lot of warnings, so, and I don't want to overwrite anything or delete anything. So Patrick, if you've got like 5 minutes after Scrum.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay, great. Thanks, that's all from me.
All right, great. Sounds good. Now we have to Michael in Sweden, if you want to go. Did I get that right?
Yep, you're right.
Okay.
Well, for me, I've been spending the last 6 months in doing tutorials to learn JavaScript. So it's time to get off my ass and start coding real projects. So I would like to get my feet wet wherever I can work with JavaScript. Sam mentioned something about the React mob programming session. That would be really cool because I'm really trying to learn React. But I would like to get in wherever I can work with JavaScript and get on there. The only blocker I have is my own apprehension to dig in.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, but so Raphael just gave an endorsement to the async voter if you want to do JavaScript on the chat. The other one, if you want to learn React as well as do JavaScript, we do have the Wiki EDU dashboard project.
Okay.
And we have a strong product owner there who's also the chief developer, so he's good to learn from. He's very, very helpful. He's based in Seattle, so the time zone's a little bit skewed, obviously, from you, but he's really good. So either way, I'd suggest take a look at both of those projects.
Yep.
And it's pretty much on the front end it's a mixture. On the back end it's Rails. On the front end it's a mixture of Rails and React, and taking more and more of the UI to React as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good.
I would like to keep my focus on JavaScript as much as possible. So.
Yep. Yeah, plenty of JavaScript there too. So.
Cool.
Okay, great. Sounds good. All right. So Michael in the U.S. How are you doing?
Hi. So, I guess my blocker is that we still have that open pull request from last week, Sam, on
website 1.
That Amber had submitted and I had patched up.
Yep.
And then other than that, nothing, and I'll probably be in the Elixir mob.
Mm-hmm.
About it.
Okay, great. Thank you, Michael. For myself, really quickly, I've been working on MedPlus. I'm working on a story to add tests, get our test coverage up above 90-something%. I mean, in the high 90s. I reviewed stories with Paul yesterday. Paul now has a selection of stories to work on, which is great. We did a little pair program with Laura, she mentioned. On the SHF Swedish Dog Industry Trade Association project, I reviewed PRs there. So that's moving along quite well as well. So that's it from me, no blockers, and I guess that's Scrum. Anybody else have anything to discuss or want to connect up with anybody? Laura and I will connect, of course, after this, but.
Not from me.
Yeah, so we've got 17 minutes, and we're doing the Elixir mob. Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing I might just bring up is that I'm feeling the need for I don't know, some reorganization in some sense. We've got this, fantastic developments that we've got the Wiki EDU dashboard and the NHS Wiki are two funded projects that we have now, and we're we should get those. They're high profile customers that we should, we'll discuss in the marketing meeting on Thursday, and we should get that on, our non-profit site and, make a song and dance about that. Also, Lara got the newsletter out, which I think, at least one person has contacted me about the possibility of premium membership, and I suspect the newsletter is behind that. And of course, we've got the situation like when we start to get these paid projects in, we need to get people working on them and get them paid. And I think we need to move towards some sort of incentive structure to make sure that there's not too much relying on me. Like I'm kind of like Raphael is kind of, and Michael are both blocked because there are code that hasn't been reviewed that perhaps I should get to, but then there's like clearly my priority gets sucked away to the paying customers. So I'm not sure what the solution is. One thing I mentioned to Michael is that we should be maybe paying more. We should be using some of the funds that are coming in, as we are with the Wiki EDU one. Pat, you're being that's you're the project manager for that. You're getting compensated for that, and so you're there and on the ball. But I think maybe we need more of that happening and more people getting paid to take the lead on making things happen in each of those projects. So I guess probably the marketing meeting tomorrow, which will be about after the Scrum tomorrow, if people are interested in coming, that might be the forum where we can kind of dive into that in more detail.
When is that meeting?
That'll be tomorrow at the 15 minutes from now. Tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically after the Martin Fowler Scrum tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if you could remind me tomorrow, I'll probably join that meeting then.
Indeed. And another thing, just to touch on what Mikhail was saying is I think React Mob, and I'm thinking maybe we may even finish the Ruby mobbing on the Avdi Grin thing this week. So maybe it's a chance there to switch to creating a React mob. Let's see. We can discuss that further. So
Raphael, Sam, maybe the Raphael asked about the Elixir project. I think it's a project yet to be born. But what's your status?
The project for the Elixir project, Phoenix 1. I mean, Federico, who hasn't been around this week, he's created a nonprofit called Championer, which is for promoting various positive causes around the world, and he wants the system for Championer that supports the Championer site to be done in Elixir. And so he's been very, very active in encouraging lots of people to pick up Elixir skills. And the thing that we're doing in 15 minutes is the Elixir mob, which is so for premium mob members are paying to get additional support. We're working through an Udemy course that we also got free access to, donated to Agile Ventures, to learn Elixir. So we've just been working on the kind of toy projects associated with that, and we're about to start doing Elixir Kata in the next mobbing session.
Has that project actually started though, in terms of building something, or is it still skills generation and all that?
It's still focused on the skills generation at the moment.
Okay. Yep. All right. Watch that space, I guess, huh?
Yeah. Cool. I'll see some people in the mob and other people. Yeah, like let's work out how to make Agile Ventures great again. I mean, I think it's always been great. Let's work out how to make it even greater. Maybe we can have more discussion in the marketing meeting tomorrow.
You may want to work on that motto. Speaking of marketing,
I'm like this is why we have great people. I'm not very good at marketing. I think orange hair. Anyway, I guess I should just ask: does anybody want to pair now? These are also things for hooking up for pairing.
Yeah, I just need. I always get. Sometimes I still get scared of GitHub and my Git pushes. So Patrick, I got this. I did what you told me to do with the rebase, and I'm now getting this error that it says that my the tip of my branch is behind. So it's telling me to pull up and before pushing again.
Yeah. So you did. So you went to your development branch, local development branch, and you pulled down upstream development into that.
Yes.
Okay, and then you went to your feature branch and you did rebase against local development?
Yes.
Okay. So what you can do there, even though it's frowned upon, is you can force it to do, so you can do a -F. Push -F origin.
Okay.
Do that. You're not, it's your own repo up in GitHub, so you're not screwing anybody else up. Okay. If that was a shared repo, I think you want git push -F. I think it's the order, yeah. That would be a dangerous thing to do, but because it's your sole repo in GitHub, you're okay with that.
Yeah. So like that, that's 553. Why does it not?
No, you don't want to No. That's referencing a feature
okay,
branch
I just-
on origin space, and then your feature branch name.
So space origin, space origin.
Yeah, no. You're good there. So right space.
Yeah.
And then your feature branch name, your local feature branch name, 553, etc. Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it looks like it pushed things up. Okay, you're good.
Perfect. Great.
Okay,
So how does it get behind the remote?
So what happened? What happened was that I worked on my files and I didn't go into development branch and do a pull upstream. So GitHub was complaining of failures. So what I had to do is I went to development branch, I pulled upstream, and then I went into my feature branch and I went merge development, and then I pushed it up to GitHub, and it put up every single file that had been worked on. So now what I'm trying to do is reverse that. So by me pushing, so I had to reverse that, and by me now pushing up again, it's telling me that I'm behind. It to tell it that it doesn't need to load up all 25 files. It only needs to only needs to load up my 4 files, or one file that I've changed. Does that make sense, Paul?
Yes, yes, it does.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that was
Thank
the
you,
thing.
Patrick.
If you have long-lived feature branches, everybody forgets, but it's nice if you're taking a week or two to work on a feature branch. Do go back to development merge with upstream, pull in the upstream stuff, and go back and rebase, and maybe do it every day while you're working on a feature branch that's taking a while. Otherwise, you get a lot of queued up changes that occur, and there's a lot of rebasing that has to occur as a result. And sometimes you get a lot of conflicts. It can be painful. Anyway, I think you're good to go. Hopefully, you just see one file change in your PR now.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see.
Okay.
Now, last night, Patrick, you mentioned about changing the time for the Martin Fowler Scrum.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to bring it up when Sam was here.
Oh, yeah.
So he was going to check with the Kent Beck Scrum people to see if we could find a time between the two Scrums. And I haven't seen anything on Slack from him about that, and I forgot to mention it to him, even though it was on my list of things to talk about. So if we can wait another day, I think Sam will be available tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. Thanks for bringing that up.
I think tomorrow's the marketing meeting anyway, isn't it? So,
yeah, we'll have
right
Scrum, and then there'll be the marketing meeting.
Yeah, how long does that go for?
I don't know.
An hour.
Okay. An hour, huh?
About an hour, 45 minutes, depending.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
I have a quick question about the Wiki EDU. Who is the person I should talk to?
Well, I'm the PM for that, so you could talk to me. The product owner, and as I mentioned, chief developer, if you will, is Sage Ross.
Yeah, all right. Because I'm on the Agile Ventures page for that project, and he's listed as one of the members, Sage Ross. So
yeah, Go ahead.
So who should I talk to get involved in that?
I would suggest Sage.
Cool.
Say that you want maybe an overview. There are a couple of videos posted on the AV site as well, project page. One is kind of a business rationale for the project. The other one is a very, very high-level technical overview of the architecture of the code. And it goes into the React and Rails components, not in detail, but gives you a little bit of an idea what's going on.
Yeah.
It's a big system. It's used by maybe on a particular semester, college semester, maybe 6,000 to 10,000 students use this system, the production version of it. So it's in heavy use. It's great from that point of view. And I find the architecture is really nice, both the Rails side as well as the React. It's well done. Sage is a very, very accomplished software engineer. And so you can read his code. It's really nice. And he does a great job in mentoring folks.
Cool. I'm going to check it on GitHub.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Anybody else have anything? I guess we're done then, huh? All right. Thanks all. We'll talk tomorrow.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye now.
So, bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Ciao.